Oh, I thought the plan and the way we played was a lot of things to be excited about. I thought this week in comparison we're a fair bit bolder with our play, and I think that's the way we need to play. So yeah, from that side of it, it was good. I suppose they just showed us that virtually the possessions were the same, but just our turnovers really killed us, and that I suppose from point kick-ins, even if we got the ball out a bit, we just couldn't really penetrate or hold the ball in the next bit of play, and I think they scored a few goals from us with the ball in our hand and then giving it back. So yeah, they made us pay.
Yeah, I guess it was an irony because they were quite wasteful themselves up forward, but when you really challenged the other side of goal twice, they pulled out through absolute practice.
Yeah, they were. Just those two goals. It's sort of like you sit on the bench and think, geez, it's going to be hard when they're kicking those types of goals. And we hit the post 6 times, I think, for the day, but they missed a lot of goals, so they had a lot of shots at goals as well. So yeah, it was. It's sort of one of those ones that got away.
Look, they haven't been taken out of their comfort zone very much all year, but it really looked like you guys achieved that for a sustained period in the second half.
Yeah, we thought when we got a few aspects right at half time, we were just sort of, we didn't quite get it right, but still a bit of a concern for us is the contested marks all over the ground. I think it was 10 to 21, and whether we can increase our numbers to 15 v 15 and win those ones, or just actually reduce them from marking it, might be the first port of call for us, because just in comparison, we're just not getting any contested marks sort of around the ground in comparison to what they did for the day. And that was the difference that made the ball go back down the pitch, and they had another opportunity to score.
Especially in the forward half, first half.
Yeah.
You'll get it in there often enough, and you just couldn't buy a contested mark within range of goal.
No, spot on. And that's something that we've got to work on, whether you're tall, small or medium, you have to get that ball to ground or mark it, and we'll be doing a fair bit of work in the next month in regards to that, because it's not a first time it's happened, it's actually a pattern and a trend in our game that we need to get better at.
We have a cruiser up forward permanently in the second half. That seems to work out as well.
We started Cruz in the third quarter up there again, and I thought his first 6, 7, 8 minutes was really good at giving a contest and that. And I suppose for the whole day he probably played around 50% in the ruck and 50% forward. But we still expect him to not be outmarked and still give us a real contest, because the big thing is, if he does, in comes Garlett and Betts and these blokes swooping on the ball. But when the opposition does mark it, it's just instant counter-attack, and it makes it tough for your midfield and everyone to grab a man and stop that, I suppose, transition in the game. So, it happened last week as well. It's something that we'll be working on. And we threw Laidler up there at times. We threw Watson, just to see if someone could mark the ball and score a goal for us.
Jamison like that. You don't coaches often don't like his personality excuse, but you just simply undermanned in tall options, especially after the attack. I thought was obviously not your number one choice for a key forward.
No, he wasn't at the start of the year, but Brett's progression as a forward, he gets some shots at goal, and he's doing a reasonable job for us. But you'd like to have weight there, or. Yeah.
I guess that's highlighted by seeing a very healthy Cloak at the other end, doing what he's doing.
We took 5 contested marks for the day, and that would be half of our team. Yep. So him, Jolly and Luke Ball together took more contested marks than our whole team. Yep, 11 v 10.
What's the three of the last 4 and yes, then they come next week? It's a pretty crucial stage.
Yeah, it is. I think, it is. Today was, I think, we lost against West Coast, and there's no doubt that they beat us really in all aspects of the game. So when you look at the stats, we lost every sort of aspect. So we were comprehensively beaten on the day. Last week I thought we were our own worst enemy. 70 possessions more, and you go down inside 50 and we were our own worst enemy. We just played safe and overused football on the day. And then today we played a team that we took on, and there's aspects of our game that we've got to improve. So I think we've lost 3 out of the last 4, but there's still a fair bit to look at in a positive aspect instead of sitting there and saying, geez, doom and gloom, 3 out of 4. It's not like that at all. And everyone can write about it and say it is, but we don't feel that in our 4 walls anyway.
You sort of you have a real sense and so much step forward tonight.
Oh, I think so. I think the West Coast game, there was, I suppose, defensively, there's some aspects that we got beaten on that we addressed, and last week we just played really safe and conservative, and today I think there was 3 big things in the game. The contested marks were 1, turnovers from point kick-ins, or when we had that opportunity, and the differential in handball clangers. I think we had 19 more handballs than they did, but we had 7 more clanger handballs than they did, and it wasn't making a mistake with your hands, it was the type of handball, and we tried to address this through pre-season, and that was one aspect of the game that I was pretty disappointed today in. When you turn the ball over by hand, yes, we all have those mistakes, but how we did it and the type of handball, which I won't elaborate on, we have to get better at and reduce those.
What's Joseph in the hand?
Yeah, he got tight in the hammy, so you probably have to have a scan or be assessed tomorrow anyway.
Any other injuries?
No, all good, which is good.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.